Well, Coach, no rain in the forecast. That's the good news, but it is a chilly December day here in the Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. This is taken at his 4. Up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Back to 20.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Jam.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
That's a good shot.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, alert 3.
On second down, it's Carson. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football.
Brings up third down.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
14. Check.
Now it's Wilson. That's complete to Dissler, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Booker T.
43. I'm coming after you. Check hot route. Hot.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully mentally into this one.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go option on. Oh, he has it stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
A gain of 12. And the Cardinals first down.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And able to take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future as they look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the...
It's caught inside the 25. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field. And I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Running from the gun, Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Murray. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 3rd down gain of 19.
First down, Arizona.
Down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Okay, ready. Check, check. Watch it before. Watch it before.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check 26, check 26. Check them.
Here's Murray as he sets the throw. He shakes it off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. To throw is Murray. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They had a 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound, but it sounds a little counterintuitive. but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 receptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
3 buds, 3 buds.
No, 12. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashawn Penny. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports.
Mike, 54. Man out. 12.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards.
And that's good.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And an alley to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. And then we'll have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
He had no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game.
And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And they'll start the drive to the ground with Johnson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Here we go. 54. 60 out. 54. Better bring it. You better bring it.
Now Johnson. And a nice game there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things.
Oh, he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
No pass, no pass.
Now it's Wilson. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. Pressure gets to him again. So from outside the red zone now after the sack, a long 3rd and goal. Wilson, under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm coming back.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. This one from 46 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You got the lead, you got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got
David Johnson on his way. 30, 20, 10 for touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 77 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3.
17. Seahawks 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, and way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Seahawks. First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball, guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. The defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground, all the way to the house. Now the defense maybe expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I got just a thing for you. It's the coach. Jonathan Coachman standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All day, baby, all day. All day. Dude. Yeah. I got this. 54's Mike. Check.
On 1st and 10, here's Lurk. And he whips that one incomplete there. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. To the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Jared Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
I got you. Mike 50.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us, because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, when things get a little rocky early, they all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they've started to do so.
Those 3 words we hear a lot: stay the course. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There defensively.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's got Lockett. goes over out of bounds. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Alert. Check.
Throwing is Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And here's in for a Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. 17-17 to score. All even to this point as it kicks away. This is taken at the 3. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that will give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 27-yard line.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Murray. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go now. Tackle.
First down, Murray. For a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
To try again after the sack. Murray, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
You got three. Three down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray, they'll rifle this one deep right side. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up at the 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was pump the football. This game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Ziggy Ansah make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. On second down, Johnson. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. But he said this offseason there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. So now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. 23 yards on the play.
You got nothing left. You got nothing.
Throwing on first down is Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Let's go, baby. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Here we go. 50, 50. Mike 50. I got you.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. They're going to find Isabella. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check 24. Check 24. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch it. Pick the edge. Pick the edge. Come. Ship.
They go to Johnson again. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this. Hey, switch gears.
First and goal, Foster. And he's going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On second and goal, Murray eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Wilson to throw. It's complete to Lockett. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm not ready. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They begin to drive with Johnson. It was Jaron Reed who got him down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, check, check.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Here we go. Here we go. Henry. Here we are. 54. Mike 54. Get in the right room.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray. This complete to the tight end Clay. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down.
A gain of 18.
Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Check 15. Check 15. Shoot.
On 1st down, Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Murray now. He's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now is able to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
He's checking.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on first down, Wilson, big hold of the 30. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. Fumble recovery, touchdown for Arizona. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. Now the ball comes loose, and this is recovered by the Cardinals.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another first and 10. And they will take a knee here.
Murray on the keeper. A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Hey, hold on. Hey, get the weight room.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's third down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Oh, you got deep?
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Cardinals, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.